Hello, everyone. My name is Lynx Forte. I'm the coach of the Hillsborough Hone Edge of the Pixel Dream League. Appreciate you all coming to this press conference. We have a really big matchup coming up here against the number one team in the league, the Karrablasts. We feel that we have a pretty even matchup with them. We are currently sitting in fifth place, but we're looking to move up in this league. We felt like, as the defending champions, we're not playing like champions, but we had a long talk as a team, came together and said this is where we turn the season down. After a big loss in week 3 where we felt we had a good matchup, I as a coach, I didn't prepare my team well enough. So, we had Seismitoad out here taking an HP grass when he was a key component of that team for that week. And then last week, I made a bad call towards the end of the match to where, we had a chance to win, but we ended up in a tie. After 2 weeks of not getting a win, we're ready to come back in and get this win. We're ready to turn things around in this season. And, we're just looking forward to this opportunity to show everyone that we are still a contender. We are, champions for a reason. And I know you guys have a lot of questions, so we'll open the floor up to those questions. Yes, I am definitely bringing a Mega this week. The team and I decided that Megalopony would come. Fake out pressure, it's always a good thing. It stops Pokemon with momentum. He has, that Cloyster sitting back there. Cloyster wants to set up, I can come in and fake out and then get back out, come in and fake out again. And I can just keep getting some chip damage with the fake out, return and high jump kick, my obvious, the stabs. Hardest hitting moves that Megalopony carries. Facade, in case he gets some toxic spikes up with Drapion, or for some reason we get burned by a Scald from Vaporeon or anything like that, Facade still has that ability to hit hard for us. Next question. Yeah, Mew is a really good versatile Pokemon. You never know what it really wants to do. Does it want to do nasty plot baton passing? Does it just want to burn everything on your team? Does it want to stop you from setting up? No matter what Mew wants to do, the team and I came together and we said Sylveon needs to come this week, but instead of like a cleric set, because of that taunt pressure, we decided that Sylveon would carry Choice Specs. And nothing on his team really wants to take a Choice Specs Hyper Voice. Not even that Excadrill can come in for free. Excadrill would have to wait until, something has died at that point. So we felt like Hyper Voice with Choice Specs on Sylveon was the best move for us. And if we wanted to get some momentum at some point, once we revealed that Choice Specs Hyper Voice, we felt we can come in on something and the baton pass out so we can keep that momentum on our side and, just to apply as much pressure as possible. Next question. Indeed, Tangrowth, Florges, and Vaporeon are all great walls in and themselves. They can make a great little core with each other. Tangrowth taking on the electric hits that Vaporeon can't. Florges can tank those electric hits. It can, as well as the grass hits, they both can tank those hits that Vaporeon can't. And what we felt like we would need is Nidoking. Nidoking carrying that Thunderbolt to hit that Vaporeon. Obviously, Sludge Wave to hit Tangrowth and Florges. Earth Power and Flamethrower for that Excadrill. Whether it's just sitting on the ground or if it's in an air balloon, that Flamethrower hits it. So Nidoking, the versatile Pokemon that it is. We wanted to get as much use out of Nidoking as possible this week, so we gave it a Life Orb instead of a Choice Scarf that we had last week. And, we're just hoping that everything pulls through for us. Yeah, Vaporeon, even with Nidoking sitting here, Vaporeon is still a threat. But we feel like Seismitoad can wall it, after my misplay a couple weeks ago, as, Seismitoad taking that HP grass, he sat out last week, and we felt that we would bring it back this week because it can do such a great job against that Vaporeon. The only way Vaporeon can really touch it is if it's carrying Toxic. And we don't really feel like Vaporeon is going to carry Toxic this week. Even if it does, Seismitoad can do a lot of things to it, or, just scare it out even. We decided to give Seismitoad Stealth Rock because of the Cloyster. We don't want it to be carrying a Focus Sash. Even if it is carrying a Focus Sash, We want to be able to hit it and get out, hit it and get out with something. We just want Cloyster to be pressured as much as possible. We don't want to allow Cloyster to sweep, like it's been doing this whole season. It's carrying Modest with Sludge Wave. That's for that Tangrowth. We put some speed investment, so even if Tangrowth decides it wants to run max speed to try to outpace Seismitoad, or any kind of speed to outpace Seismitoad, we put enough speed EVs in it so we can take care of that Tangrowth, with Sludge Wave and a Life Orb. Yeah, Cloyster has been a pretty big problem this season, and no one's been able to take it out. But we feel like Sableye will be able to do that job this week. Sableye, all it has to do is threaten Cloyster with a Will-O-Wisp, and Cloyster can't just come in for free and start setting anything up. Like we said, we want to get the rocks up with Seismitoad, and if we can, we'll just burn that Cloyster as well. Keep it from doing anything. If we can knock off something, we'll knock it off. We want to keep everything from setting up. We have taunt on it, and we want to keep Sableye just doing what it's doing. Like last week, Sableye was a big component. This week, Sableye is going to be just as big. Yeah, Excadrill does do a lot to my team. We've all talked about it. We even looked at the fact that Choice Scarf Excadrill could put in a lot of work, if not that Cloyster. What we figured would be a great Pokemon to bring, and it's making a season debut, is Durant. Durant is carrying a Choice Scarf this week. We decided to give him the Hustle ability. Superpower takes out Excadrill. Thunderfang is a 2-hit KO, I believe, on that Vaporeon. Iron Head X Scissor hits everything else on his team. We just felt like Durant, this was his time to come in and see what he can do to our opponent's team. The lineup I'm expecting to see from the Karrablasts, Mega Manectric, Vaporeon, Mew, Cloyster, Excadrill, and Tangrowth. I think Tangrowth and Florges are actually interchangeable. So, that it could be one of those, but those first 5 I definitely expect to see with, like I said, Tangrowth and Florges being interchangeable. If there are no further questions, I need to get back to my team. We have a few more things we want to talk about, and then we got to get ready for this game tomorrow. You guys have a great night. This is Lynx Forte, coach of the Hillsborough Honedge. See you guys then. Later.